it just a dead end? Like, if it was random target, fine, whatever. You know, oh, I got some SP drained from me. But no, it's focus fired. That's some bull ass shit. I know this isn't Final Fantasy. I don't compare every game to Final Fantasy, dude. Like, I don't go, man, this game isn't like Final Fantasy, how terrible. I don't do that. I'm like, there's game design philosophies that are just not good. Completely crippling a player though, and having like constant potential one-shots and stuff. I guess I could try ice since I don't have any on Chie.
What? I can't defeat it!
Enemy defeated. You're off to a good start.
I feel like they're strong against wind. No.
I am thou. There! 4 enemies left. Don't give up. What's up? Enemy defeated.
Yeah, I had a great time with Symphony of the Night. Symphony of the Night was great. But you know, it wasn't like Final Fantasy, so it's garbage, apparently.
3 of them. Don't give up now, okay?
Persona!
Enemy defeated. You're off to a good start. Go for it, guys. Hang in there. Nice. Teddy. Oh, someone heal him. Go for it, guys. Hang in there. Congrats, Senpai.
That seemed like a really fast level. Oh, I do get XP on sit-out personas. Our mainline SMT game's a little bit more fair balanced wise, because right now I just feel completely outclassed randomly out of nowhere. Like, I've fought so many things and it feels like it didn't matter. They're worse? You like forced grinding?
Yikes, what's with this thing? Don't give in. Teddy, are you okay? Someone heal him. Chie-senpai, come on, get up. Senpai? No!
Really? I walked into a battle and died. Cool balance, man. Cool balance. Really good balancing on this game, by the way. This is the shit I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about. That's this game right now. It's like you get into a battle where I'm supposed to be, and they just cast like 20,000 AoE fire spells and I die. Game over. Nothing I can do.
Like our final
I don't
boss
even get a
would do.
turn. I don't even get a turn. I didn't get a single fucking turn. I hate that. I can't stand it. It is like such a pet peeve of mine. It is just really, really aggravating to just walk into a battle in the dungeon you're supposed to be in and just die. Thank you, Kamen Rider, for the 400 bits, by the way. Thank you. Forest grinding is butthole. It's shit. I'm enjoying this game, but this is making it really hard for me to continue enjoying this game. Oops. I didn't mean to level 1. And you're saying you prefer things that are less fairly balanced, Chrono Kid? Like, you enjoy just walking into a battle and getting a game over repeatedly? I don't understand how you would like that. I also don't understand how anyone would like that. Give this to Yukiko since she's the healer. I don't have a Vita, and I don't intend on buying a Vita to play one game. Not to mention, capturing a Vita is very hard. You need to spend hundreds of dollars to modify the Vita to capture it. So that's not gonna happen ever. Considering there's not a whole lot of games on the Vita that I really care about. I don't want PSTV either. It's also expensive. Dude, what?
What's with this thing? Don't give in. Okay, I'll look for an opening. Teddy, are you okay? No! Someone heal him! Careful, guys. Teddy's health is pretty low. Just hang on. I'll find you an opening. Yikes! Teddy! Someone heal him! Now's your chance. Run!
What level am I now? After that game over, how many levels did I lose? Oh, about like 3. That was a huge loss then. Gigantic loss in level and stats and everything. Cool. Figured it would loop around to the right since that's where I was at, but nope. No such luck.
Hang on, this one's gonna be tough. There! That's amazing, Yukiko-senpai. Keep it up. Yukiko's... Okay, I'll look for an opening. Now's your chance. Run!
How far into the game am I? 4th or 5th, like, dungeon thing, so pretty far, I'd say. About 30 hours. How am I not able to get past him anymore? I was able to get past him no problem before.
What's with this thing? Don't give in. Okay, I'll look for an opening.
These enemies are completely fucking broken. Completely fucking broken. They're super fast and they focus fire drain on one character. She's gone. She's completely gone. Has no SP now.
It will end here. Congrats, son. Yes, I leveled up.
There's my last chest key. Charmed Drape. Is that the same armor that I got on Yukiko? Yeah. Oh, that's nice. That's a good armor. Lots of evasion. Of course.
Nice. What's with this thing? Don't give in. Hey, not bad, Teddy. Keep it up. Go forth. One enemy to go. Keep it up.
Couldn't quite beat it.
What is with this game? I can't fight anything without significant risk of loss. I can't fight anything without significant risk of loss. Everything just wants to murder me. I'm just gonna have to sit on level 1 and grind for like 5 hours. That's what it feels like. Might as well just go back there. But I can't right now, reliably anyway, because Chie got all her SP drained with Focus Fire Drain. Unless I waste items that are extremely rare.
Nice. What's with this thing? Don't give in. 3 enemies down.
All right,
Keep it up, senpai. Enemy down. Ready? Be gone.
Oh, that's great.
What?
That's what I
Again?
need.
3 more enemies for you. Three of them. Don't give up now, okay? Go forth.
Sony pulled out of E3 or no. They pulled out of PAX because of the coronavirus. I don't know why they're not going to E3. Have they said anything about that? I don't think they pulled out of E3, did they? Yeah, they pulled out last year, not this year. key anyway. I think they're trying to make their PlayStation Direct or whatever, the Nintendo Direct copy thing, their new method of delivering news now. No, last year was the first year that they didn't go. Nintendo only has small announcements in the State of Play, though. Nintendo only does small announcements like, hey, there's this game, there's this stuff, here's some gameplay footage about this thing that we announced at E3. You know, the big stuff is still E3. They didn't hire a professional, and with all their, you know, like, professionalism, they didn't hire someone that knew how to handle Twitch stuff. Like, they're a multi-billion dollar company. They couldn't, like, hire, I don't know, just anybody that knew how to stream. An ambush because I walked straight into the enemy, but because I walked straight into them prepared, I get ambushed. How is that logically? How did someone go, yeah, if you're both on equal terms, you get the disadvantage?
Ready? Be gone! Enemy reinforcements. Huh? 5? The heck?
Oh, okay, I'll leave it to you.
I don't know how they thought that was a good idea. Honestly, that whole disadvantage-advantage thing is really making it hard for me to enjoy the combat. Like, I can get past some of the, like, the bad scaling and stuff, but when it's bad scaling and I get screwed over on the start of battle 90% of the time because of how hard it is to manage that, it makes me not want to fight stuff at all.
Senpai, that was so cool.
And really the biggest part about it is, like, because in Persona combat, if your main character dies, it's game over, and it's very hard to keep your main character alive sometimes. Like, generally speaking, you remember that battle where I just game overed in just a minute ago? I just walked into a battle and died. That was it. There was nothing I could do about that, you know? And there's a lot of that in this game. That isn't the only encounter that can do that. So it's like, with have I had many game overs? I think that's like 5th or 6th one, yeah. Generally speaking, when I play games, I get very few game overs for, like, your standard video game, you know, your standard RPG or whatever. 0 to none, or few 0 to a few, you know, something like that. But I've already had a significant amount of game overs. But, like, you know, when you have this, like, really shitty advantage mechanic, very easily killed main character, which equals a game over, and forced grinding to advance the game, it's just like there's a lot of things that are working against this game despite it being very good otherwise. And these are things that are, like, really hard for me to get over. These are mechanics that I really dislike. And I think the severity of it is a little bit more subjective, but I still think they're objectively bad designs. But I'm just getting annoyed by it more than a normal person would.
Go forth! There! Enemy down!
Not bad, Yukiko!
Senpai. You hit its weakness, Yukiko Senpai. Go for it, guy. I leveled up!
I think I'll just go into like level 40 or something. I think that's a good level to grind to. We'll have the AoE spells that are higher level. I played Shadow Hearts 1, but not Kudelka.
Will kill you all, just like our final boss would do. 5 enemies on the field. Watch
Yep,
yourself.
probably Kamen Rider. I'll probably get really close to the end level that I want to grind to and then get a game over or something. Thank you for the 400 bits. Thank you for using that plus 20% too, by the way. Really appreciate that.
2 enemies down. Keep going, Senpai. You hit the enemy's weakness. 5 enemies left. Hang in there. Go forth. There. Enemy defeated. Good job, Yukiko Senpai.
I don't know how I can defeat any of these enemies when none of them have feet. It's crazy. They're snakes and rocks. Those don't have feet.
Power up!
You can't defeat that. How much map did I finish in Satan? I want to say like 190% or something around there. It was a lot. I finished almost the entire map. Yeah. I should open up my save point and see. Actually, you know what? You might be able to see if you go back into the VOD or the YouTube video, and there should be a point where I load the save before I beat the game. In fact, I can do that. Let's see, probably on the last episode. No? Oh, it's not on the YouTube, the last episode. You know what, you're gonna have to do it in the VOD because I didn't highlight the post-game stuff that I did. I only highlighted up to beating the game in the credits. So, if you check the VOD from last night, yeah, and go near the end when I reload the game after beating it, you should be able to see my percentage completion there. But I had like 99% of the inverse castle done.
There are 3
Oh.
enemies. Don't get cocky.
Nice. You finally got a good alien. But it's ice. So it's like, I already have ice. I thought that thing was weak to wind.
3 enemies left. You can win this. Go forth. Amazing. You
When I played
enemy is dead.
when I played Shadow Hearts, I thought it was an okay game. Shadow Hearts was only okay, and it wasn't enough for me to want to play Kudelka, because everybody said that basically Kudelka is worse than Shadow Hearts, and if I only kind of liked Shadow Hearts 1, I'm not really interested in going back to play Kudelka, even if I do get a little bit of story and lore for Shadow Hearts. The game overall was kind of hokey and cheesy. I would rate Shadow Hearts as like kind of your average RPG. It's very, very average to me. And so, well, it's not very inspiring to go back and play that. Actually, I mean, a lot of the inverse castle was really frustrating, but I mean, I never felt like it was unfair, and I never really died a whole lot in inverse castle. It was pretty, like, it was definitely some unfair rooms, but it was like not just walking into rooms and dying like some of the rooms in the regular castle, you know. Yeah, I've heard the second Shadow Hearts is much better too.
Enemies on the field.
Which, you know, I'll eventually do. Shadow Hearts 1, 2, and 3 are both on the list, so we'll get to them. We'll get to both of them.
Teddy, no! Can someone
Great.
help him?
Yeah, it's such a fair thing.
5 of them. You're outnumbered.
I am thou.
There! Wonderful, Yuki.
Ready? Be gone!
So those are our viewer choice games, which are done on Monday and Tuesday. Right now, our viewer choice game is Tales of Berseria. That's what we've been playing. I believe that we will beat Tales of Berseria tomorrow. I very much feel that we will beat Tales of Berseria. And the current highest voted game right now is Breath of Fire 3, and it's got such an enormous amount of bloat in the votes because of the Fiesta that I don't think that anything will be beating that unless someone wants to go incredibly disgustingly generous. So we're probably going to be playing Breath of Fire 3 afterwards. And then, you know, we'll see what starts to get votes to see if Shadow Hearts is even on the list, you know.
There are 3 enemies. Don't get caught.
I'll get it next time! Persona!
3 of them. Don't give up now,
I
okay?
am thou.
Amazing, Yukiko-sen.
It will end here.
320 XP. It's just such a low amount. I wonder if there's like a Diablo 2 type mechanic in this game where the more you kill the same enemy, the less XP you get from it. Because that's what it feels like. 320 XP is like actual garbage amounts of XP. I could go into the previous dungeon and get like 900. And that was like a normal encounter. I don't know. Oh, these are new. These are new.
There's 3 enemies. They're totally open.
Okay.
Three enemies down.
Hey, Wells, what's up? Yeah, I mean, I've played Breath of Fire 3 and beaten it. It's one of those games that I have played. See, 780, why such a broad difference? I don't understand. But yeah, I've played Breath of Fire 3. I've played all the first 5 Breath of Fire, sorry. I played all 4 Breath of Fire games, and one that even pretended to be one. So it's not a new game to me, but it has been a very, very long time. And I don't really understand the mechanics fully about Breath of Fire 3, because it's not like something I've played many, many, many times. But, you know, I enjoy it. I like the game, so we'll have a good time with that one.